What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. And today we're going to be changing speed. I told y'all yesterday I was going to be making a video about some comedy stuff, about how people speak that are in the streets or been to prison, some of the lingo, especially over here on the East Coast. It's a little funny, but I decided to take a different route today. I met an enemy, okay? Well, first off, I went to the doctor's yesterday, okay, because I have like this tiny little pin-size black freckle that just appeared out of nowhere, and it freaked me out. I'm like, damn, skin cancer. So I made an appointment and saw the skin doctor. They said it ain't nothing to be worried about. It's all good. So that's a breath of fresh air. But don't ever sleep on like fresh moles or freckles that just appear out of nowhere. Don't ever sleep on them, ladies and gentlemen. Go see a professional. Let them determine whether or not it's something that you need to keep an eye on. Don't ever sleep on stuff like this because it could cost you your life, man. Cancer, it's very tricky, especially with skin cancer, stuff like that. Always go to a doctor, get a checkup. And even if you don't have insurance, man, go get Medicaid or something, But anyways, everything's all good. Nothing to worry about. I actually met someone in the lobby, and they said, what's up? They watched my channel, which was pretty cool, man. I love seeing people out in public that watch my content. Salute to you, man. I went to Walmart afterwards. I went to Walmart just to get a few things, and I happened to see an enemy of mine. Okay, he didn't see me, but I saw him. But before we get into all that, let me explain how this man became my enemy. Okay, I got out of prison. I was still living the fast life. This is before I met Brittany, was married and had kids and all that stuff. I was fresh out of prison on probation, didn't care. I was still smoking weed. I had a lot of dudes I was connected with when it came to weed and stuff like that, buying weed from them. And I'd befriend, this was a part of my strategy. I would befriend a lot of these weed dealers, and I would do a lot of business with them for, a good amount of time, build their trust up, and it would be to the point where they could front me anything and they wouldn't have no doubts that I'd pay them the money back. And in this case, I knew I was about to leave Virginia. So I hit up a few dudes and got a QP or less or a little more sometimes from each one of these guys. And I dipped. I just did. I don't care. Look, next day, I wasn't even living in the house. You know what I mean? I just straight up dipped. Moved state. Long story short, I got locked back up, and, it is what it is. I see you on the streets. It is what it is. You got to charge it to the game. I got a free QP off you. That's a quarter pound of reefer for anyone out there who doesn't know what QP stands for. But anyways, that's how this dude became my enemy, all right? And I saw him walking in Walmart. I said, back then, I believe the price for a QP was like $500, $600, if that. Sometimes it was cheaper, but. So I saw this dude walking into Walmart right in front of me, okay? He got his little cart. And I'm just sitting there looking at him like, is that him? And I'm like, yeah, that's him. I noticed a few things about him that stand out tattoo-wise. And I said, damn, I had this urge within me. Should I turn around? Should I approach him? What should I do? Should I try to hide? Man, and all these thoughts were going through my mind. I wasn't scared of him. I wasn't worried about it. And, in that kind of way, I was just saying, just all kinds of thoughts were going through my mind. So I said, man, I ain't got no cash on me. This thought came through and it said, man, go break that dude off some money, build a bridge. So I didn't know how this dude was going to act, but that was what I had planned in my head. I didn't have no cash on me. I made it to this ATM because they got like a bank inside this Walmart. It's like a bank in the Walmart. And I used the ATM and I decided to follow him after I got the money. I actually lost him. I had to bob and weave through some aisles to try to find him. And I spotted him. And I didn't know how this dude was going to react, not one bit, So, and keep this in mind, this is like 10 years ago, if not longer, that this happened. I don't even know if dude even going to remember what I look like because I've changed dramatically since back then, So I walk up to him in the aisle and I tap him on the shoulder. I say, yo, what's up, man? You remember me? And I kind of had a little smirk on my face. I didn't want him to feel threatened and come at him like, yo, you remember me, dog? And he's like, damn. He said, yeah, I do. You know what I mean? I said, look, before he could even say anything out his freaking mouth hostile, I pulled out $800 cash and gave it to him, man. He looked at me in disbelief, like he almost saw a damn ghost or something. I said, look, I know I did you dirty in the past, man. I'm trying to bless you right now and, just say I apologize. I was a dirty dude back then. Long story short, man, we get to talking. He's seen me on YouTube before. He even said that he left hating ass comments. That dude was hating on me, man, but I guess it switched up. No disrespect to you, bro, because I know you're watching, but I understand completely, hating on me, man, whatever the case is. I mean, I robbed him. It was a QP. That's a lot of freaking bud back in the day. It's a lot of bud now, But, look, long story short, when you see an enemy that you ain't seen in a long time, okay, and this ain't the first time. This ain't the first time it's happened to me. Because the world is small, ladies and gentlemen. You never know who the hell you're going to see. I urge y'all, if you can, if there's a way to build the bridge back up, to take initiative and do it. Whether it's through social media, whatever the case is. If you happen to see someone in public, I mean, unless it's something real crazy and he's going to pull the burner out on you as soon as he sees you. I mean, that's something different all in itself. But I knew once dude saw the $800, it was going to be all right. I just knew it, even though the principle behind everything is a little different. Cash can fix some things, but back in the day, it could have caused a chain reaction of what was going on in his life, So that was another thing that was going through my mind. Hey, maybe the money ain't gonna, mean nothing. Maybe the money ain't even, it's not even about the money. It's about the principle. And I was hoping that isn't what he was thinking. But me coming up to him as a man out of freaking nowhere, when I could have easily turned around and just avoided it and saved $800, I mean, I'm sure he respected that, And by this time, we've grown up. We were like 20, 21 years old when this happened. We're in our 30s now. When you grow up, man, you start seeing things from a different perspective. And, that's why I did. I built a bridge right there in freaking Walmart. Got his number. He's doing really good. Family man. So am I. It's just an amazing thing. It's, and it feels good. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the situation. Some situations, man, they're, even situations I've been through, there's no way I can build a bridge with that individual. So always analyze the situation before you make a stupid move. You don't want to be a crash dummy and put yourself out there. Next thing you know, you're on the news. Some bridges can't be built, But if it's something petty, and for a fact, if you want to be more of a man and approach someone, whether it's in public or social media, do it, man. Apologize, admit your wrongs. And before I end this video, I got another message to say, man, and this is to anyone out there that watches my content strictly based upon, hey, they hate me, I know I made so many damn enemies out there, man, it's unbelievable, for real. And if you're one of them and watch my channel just to hit the dislike button because of something I did to you in the past, look, I apologize, man, from the bottom of my heart. The person that did you dirty in the past was influenced by drugs, alcohol, and everything else. This is me now, grown man. If I see you in public, don't be scared to come up to me. Let's build bridges, not break them. I'm a good, honest, law-abiding citizen, just like, hey, you might be now. And even if you're not, I still respect what you're doing. You ain't never done no harm to me, but of course I've done some harm to you. If there is someone out there like that, look, from the bottom of my heart, I'll say it again. I apologize, man. What we are yesterday is not what we are today. And that's a fact. Y'all be easy out there. Stay safe. Do not forget to check out all the links in the description of the video. Add me up on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. And as always, man, I salute to every last one of y'all who've been supporting me since the beginning, and everyone who's just now joining the Lockdown Compound.